To me, if you were truly a supporter, you wouldn't have done this to me. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Queen P. So I want to tell y'all something that happened to me that I don't feel like is okay. And she said she was a supporter of mine. I'm also okay with losing her as a supporter as well, because to me, if you were truly a supporter, you wouldn't have done this to me. My semi truck has been down for the past 3 days, so I did intend to give you guys a trucking vlog this week, but we're just gonna go ahead and go and do the story time. It was leaking some fluid, and then it was smoking. Luckily, I was able to get my my load that I was picking up from the port on Monday before I had to drop it off. The truck allowed me to do what I needed to do. So after I picked up my load from the port, I went straight to the mechanics to drop it off to them because it was overheating. The AC wasn't working, and in Texas, you need your AC. You cannot work without no AC. I wouldn't even dare. Okay, it doesn't matter if it feels cool outside. The humidity, it just makes you hot. So yeah, you need your AC out here. It wasn't working, so I dropped the truck off, and so happened I ran into someone at the place or whatever, and she was like, "Are you that YouTuber girl?" I was like, yeah, that's me," or whatever. So we were exchanging words or whatever, and she was telling me it was her first job. I'm not sure if she said first job or first job in Houston or whatever the case is. She said, she told me where she worked at, and I told her I asked her, did she like it? And she said no, and I'm like, what, they be all over the place? We're just having a general conversation. So I then proceed to go to the bathroom, and she was like, it was nice meeting you. I was like, it was nice meeting you too. After I left the bathroom, I went into the waiting area. So I didn't see her anymore. I thought she was gone. She did what she came to do and left. About 45 maybe to an hour went by, and I see her again, and I'm still in the waiting room or whatever. I see her, and she sits down. She doesn't say anything to me. She's on her phone or whatever. So I don't know what it was, but I thought she was gone. So I was like, hey, what's going on with your truck? And, she told me what was going on with her truck, telling me the situation or whatever. And I said, okay, I hope everything gets better for you, because I was waiting for my manager to come get me. And I was like, okay, well, I hope everything gets better for you. And I'm, getting ready to leave the place. And she was like, I called your job. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, we're a small company. We're usually not hiring or whatever, but, okay. So it didn't really click right then and there, because of course my manager knows that I do social media or whatever. He used to discover my social media pages, but he doesn't tell them what my platforms is. Like, you gotta find it on your own, which I highly respect, because I'm already a person that stays to myself. I just never been that kind of person that liked everybody in my business at my job. You know what I'm saying? I keep to myself, and I might even be weird to some people at my job. I don't mean to be weird, but when it comes to jobs, you guys, I've been through a lot at jobs, and I just feel like it's better when you just go to work, do your job, keep it cordial with everybody so it doesn't get uncomfortable. I don't do uncomfortable at my job. I don't like feeling uncomfortable. I don't like getting too close to people, because people switch up and stuff like that, and it just makes the job, like, I like to come to my job and feel comfortable, make my money, and go on about my business, so I always keep it real neutral with everybody, so nobody can say nothing about me, because I keep it real neutral with everyone. I'm not looking to show my full personality at work. That also rubs people wrong as well, because I guess it's a double standard thing, because I'm a woman, and they expect me to be, I don't know what they expect from me, but I just always been a to myself kind of woman, especially at work, because like I said, that's where I come to get my coins from, and I don't like extra drama. It's always some drama, and it's crazy that even when you're quiet, they create drama off of quietness as well, because they want to know about you. It didn't register to me until I got into the truck to tell my manager, that somebody, noticed who I was or whatever. And he was like, she called up to the job or whatever and used you as a reference. And I'm like, what? Then it clicks to me right then and there, and I'm like, what do you mean you use me as a reference? I don't even know you. Like, why are you using my name? Like, and then it wasn't even that. It's, you called and said, I'm a follower of Queen P. Like, why are you giving out my social media name? Like, I just feel like if you're a girl's girl, or, you are for women and you support other women, I just feel like you wouldn't do something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then it didn't click to me until later, like, you were gone for like 45 minutes to an hour. I'm thinking this girl is gone. She was out trying to figure out where I worked at, or I don't know if she asked the people, because the mechanics and stuff know me up there. I don't know if she asked them where I worked at, or she went and, found my truck and went to go to my truck to see, you know, the company name on the truck, which is, I don't have no, it's like when people meet me in person, I don't have no problem with that. Like if we pulling up at the truck stop together and you see me, hey, how you doing? And you so happen to see my trucking company, that's fine. Great. You know what I'm saying? I have no issue with that. But it's just the fact that she didn't ask me where I work. Like, hey, do you mind sharing where you work at? I would have told her. Like, we were having a great conversation, but the fact that you went behind my back and like did it on, like, it was kind of like the way she did it is what made it so uncomfortable for me. Like, you could have asked me where I worked at, but instead you went out and found out where I worked at on your own. Like, it was kind of like you were doing undercover work or something. I don't know. Like, that made me so uncomfortable. Not only did you see where I worked at, you called and used me as a reference. To me personally, that's not okay. Because first of all, guys, I don't know about y'all, maybe y'all don't care, but I care. If I'm giving somebody a reference, it's because I know who you are as a person. I know your work ethic. I know that you about to get out here and do your thing. I don't know you. So for you to go, and then she came in there and sat down, wasn't going to say anything else to me. I would have never found out she called my job until I left and talked to my manager about it. Like I said, she wasn't going to say anything else to me when she came in that waiting room. Like, she was literally gone for an hour. I'm thinking the girl is gone. She was literally out there calling and, you know, doing the research to find out where I worked at. I just feel like that was like overboard, you know, because you could have asked me, hey, you know, do you mind sharing where you work at? I would have told you. But to take it that far, to call my job and use my name as a reference, absolutely not. I don't think that was cool. Like, it just gives like you're not a good person, because if you were a decent person, you would have went about it a different kind of way. You know, maybe some people think that's okay, but I don't think that's okay. Like I said, I've ran this story to my other platforms as well, and yeah, you know, everybody was in agreement that that's just not how you do things. Like, why would you do that? You don't use somebody's name as a reference unless you really know that person, you know. And when you give somebody a reference, you're also telling your job that, you know what I'm saying, you have trust that this person is going to come to the job and do their job. So I don't know you, so for you to call up and use my social media name as well, I just don't. For you to do that, it came off as you were the kind of person that, you know what I'm saying, tries to get close to somebody just to find out just enough information to try to tear somebody down, or, you know, just sneaky, I don't know. Yeah, they are looking into hiring her, but I just feel like the way she went about it, it was kind of like, it was nasty work to me. Like, that's not how you do things. So, like I said, I'm okay with losing that supporter. I'm fine with that, because if you really supported me, you would have never went about it that way, you know? Like, for you to come in to the waiting room and wasn't going to say anything about it, you were never going to tell me. You were never going to tell me that you called my job and you used my name. I'm a very genuine person. Like, I just feel like there's certain ways you have to go about things with me, because even though I am genuine, I don't play. So like I said, today is Friday. It's not really no reason to vlog. It is such a slow day. I do get paid when my truck breaks down, so I still got paid for the 3 days I was at home. I just wasn't working. So we do get paid breakdown pay. I really think that's a beautiful thing, because, you know, like I said, a lot of trucking companies don't pay you. If them wheels not turning, you are not earning. We all know that. If you OG or whatever in trucking, you know that's how I go. But thankfully, my company does pay me when I'm off. So right now, I am waiting to pick up a container. I just feel like it's just the way you go about things. It's the way you go about things, and you don't use people's names just to try to get a position, or just to try to put yourself in position. That doesn't come off as a genuine person, or a person just with, you know, a person that would respect me. If, like, you say you are a supporter of mine, I don't think you would, you know, actually do something like that. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to talk about it. And like I always say, I will always bring you guys the best content, but I will always be I will always be myself. Always, never changing. Okay, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all tell me how y'all feel in the comments. But like I said, be respectful, because that's how I feel, and that's it's not gonna change. It's not gonna change. I just want you guys to be more. I want you guys to be more aware of your surroundings, and just be careful about the things that you say and tell people. Everybody doesn't have good intentions, so you just have to be very, very careful. So yeah, y'all, like I said, I will always bring you guys the best content, but I always be myself. Bye.